What's up, peeps? It's Jay again. I'm checking in. Remember, share these videos, tell somebody, tweet them, do whatever you got to do to get somebody to see this so that I can get me a job. I want to be a comedian. If you think they're funny, click like. If you don't like them, click dislike. You know what I mean? But just tell somebody. Anyways, and it's kind of funny. I'm 47 now, and comedy, it wasn't my first dream. My first dream was actually to be an archaeologist. When I was like 8 or 10 years old, I was studying in school and I was infatuated by the pyramids and pharaohs and mummies and hieroglyphics and all that stuff. And being growing up in the 70s, you didn't have all the technology we did today. So most kids, what did you do? You played out in the woods, and you dug up stuff. Well, one day I'm out in the woods and I dig up this little bullet. It's like an old bullet from somewhere or something like that. And I remember having this epiphany, like, that's it. I'm going to be an archaeologist. I know what I'm going to do the rest of my life. So what do when you finally realize what you want to do for your life? You want to tell your parents, right? So I run home, I'm like 2 miles from home and I run all the way home. I get home, I'm soaking freaking wet. I come bursting in the door. There's my dad sitting in the trailer. Yeah, I grew up in a trailer in the 70s and, no AC. It was always smoking hot. It was like living in a beer can. But anyways, my dad's sitting in his couch in his usual spot, and it's nothing but his boxer shorts with his junk hanging out, and we were always, as a kid, we were always like, Dad, we're like 10, 12, 13 now. You can start tucking that away or put some shorts on for God's sakes. I mean, really, I don't get it. But anyways, I said, so I come running in. I'm like, Daddy, I know what I want to be when I grow up. And he's like, puts down his newspaper and he looks at me with that and, leans down into my face and with that Pall Mall non-filtered dragon breath goes, really, son? What's that? And I'm like, I'm going to be an archaeologist. I'm going to go to Egypt and I'm going to dig up pharaohs and all that. Look, I just found a little bullet. So I'm an archaeologist and I can do it. I'm going to go find all these tombs and everything. And my dad kind of looks and he says, slow down, son. Slow down. Before you get too excited, it's nice to have a dream and all that, but you really should focus on something more realistic because by the time you get old enough, everything's going to be found. Really? You say that to your son? I thought, dads are supposed to be supportive and say, if anything, say, that's great, son, follow your dream. No, my dad's like the dream crusher. He's like, no, everything's going to be found. Really? I'm 8 years old. Now what am I going to do? I got to go rethink my whole life? Thanks, Dad. I'll remember that.